Hello, friends. Welcome to Lauren's Scrap Lot. I am in season 9 of the Great North American Stampin' Show, but I actually don't quite know which episode this is because I am pre-filming 2 episodes in advance because my family and I are going to be away camping and at summer camp this summer. So I'm just preemptively doing one of the projects, and I hope you guys love it. I hope you vote for it, and I hope that if I was the winner last week, then that's okay. I will be fine not wearing the crown. But I'm so excited to show you guys this card. It's playing with the Waterside retreat, which I thought was absolutely perfect for the fact that we're going to a beautiful lake. And I'm going to show you how to make this fun fold. It is surprisingly easy to make, and it's just going to require a little bit of extra cutting for you guys, but don't worry, I have all the measurements for you as we go, and I will also put them in the description below. So feel free to sit back and relax as you watch how to make this, and you can join in and make your own version after the fact as well. So the Waterside Retreat bundle is so fun. It's called Relaxing Waterside, and I'm going to use some of the sentiments as well as the little birds and the greenery from that. But the main feature of this card is going to come from some of the beautiful designer series papers. I love that in this package, and unfortunately I've used all of my packages. I did a retreat at the end of June featuring this suite, and if you stick around to the end, I will show you 3 of the cards that we made using this suite. I demolished my packages and my supply basically, so this is what I have left. But some of these are little postcard kind of scenes that you can actually chop up and make into cards. So I decided to do that on my card today. So this is going to take a little bit of work, and don't feel like you have to memorize these measurements, but here we go. Let's start easy. Let's start with the base. Okay, this is our little base here. We're going to start with a piece of Misty Moonlight that is 5.5 by 6 1/4. We're putting a score mark here at 2 inches. And then we're going to add a little bit of designer series paper. So I chose this beautiful wood grain with the little buoys on the back. So here, how do I show you this? Okay. This back piece here, this is going to go in right like so, and it is going to measure 4 inches by 5 1/4. Then on the front, we've got one piece here that is going to be 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. So go ahead and attach those two. And of course, all of these are just suggestions for you. You are more than welcome to use whatever supplies you have on hand. My intent and our intent with this series is simply to give you an opportunity to play with your stuff and play with your supplies. You can use our measurements, you can use our layout, whatever you want, or you can do something completely different. But go ahead and comment if you guys are a camping family and tell me where you guys like to go. I'm in Canada, so we often head out to the Rocky Mountains here in Alberta, and those border kind of Alberta and British Columbia. We're just going out to Nordegg area. And there's some beautiful falls and hikes and rivers and stuff there. But let me know where you guys go, and if you like camping, if you're a tenting person, a glamping person, an RV person, all that fun stuff. Okay, so here's our background. See, that went together pretty easily. Now we're gonna work on this weird little looking panel, okay? Now this panel, I'm gonna lay it out for us. We're gonna measure it out, and then we're gonna talk about it, okay? So this panel here is also in Misty Moonlight. And let me just make sure I get this correct for you. It is going to be 3.5 by 10.5. It is going to be scored at 2 inches, 3 inches, 5.5, and 8. Okay? Then we're going to do some really, really funky scoring to get everything in place, okay? So, or folding, okay? So imagine with me, we've got this little piece that's kind of closest to the edge. That's going to be the front part. We're going to fold that inward, so it kind of looks like an arch. Then we're going to fold a U, okay? So you've kind of like, look, you've got like a little duck There's the duck's body, his head, and his beak. That's gonna be how it's folded. And then on the back, the only two places you need adhesive are the very edge, so the duck's little beak, and the bottom of the duck. So this panel here, okay? I will show you how that goes in, and I'll show you this one more time, okay? So let's imagine here. This one folds in, this one folds back, kind of tucks in right in the center, like that. And then this one would go along the front, yes, okay. So here we go. Here's where we have some fun. So the front part, we can see right there, yes, that one needs adhesive. Okay, so we need to take that adhesive off right there. So it's sticking kind of in the middle. There we go. Then we open up. This will make a lot more sense too once all of the other pieces are in place. Okay. I like to just fold this all in on itself, make sure it's a nice little pile, and then put that down flat. Okay. Here we go. Let's do some decorating. Okay, so fun little pieces here. I have all sorts of goodies. These were from that kind of panoramic looking image. So I've gotten myself a little beach and waves, and then I've cut a bunch of these striped ones as well. The relax piece on the front. Let me just give you all these measurements visually here. 1 3/4 by 3 1/4. That's going to be the front panel. 1 3/4 by 3 1/4. Next, we're going to put some stripes. That one's going to be 3/4 of an inch by 3 1/4. Then we're going to open this up. Okay, so you can see 2 panels here. One's going to have our image and then a stripe, but the stripes, the image, and the white, these last 4 pieces, they're all going to be the same sizes. So you can go ahead and cut them. They're going to be 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. So we've got 1 image, check. We've got 2 stripe pieces and 1 white piece, all 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then it's just a matter of putting them all in. I wanted to see the image when I first opened the card, but of course you could decide to do it in a different spot too. It's completely up to you. One and two. Okay, this one's a little tricky because I can't really lay the card down, but I can tilt the card towards myself and just put that in there. Okay, the stamping for this card I'm going to do before I attach the white to the inside, because that way if I make a mistake, it's very easy to just cut myself another piece and go on from there. So on the inside of my card, I just decided to keep things simple. I'm using Misty Moonlight ink, and I've got my little sprig and my sentiment right there. And there's my ink. Okay, little sprig goes in the bottom corner, right hand side. And my have a great birthday goes in the top. There we go. While you have your Misty Moonlight ink, you have one other stamping option if you're interested. I did the word relax on the front. Now this one, it's a little tricky because of course we're doing this while the paper's on the card, but really we have to be careful with this one anyways because we're stamping straight onto designer series paper. So I'm gonna do the word relax. I'm gonna be very careful. Even going to lift this up a tiny bit. And we're going to keep our fingers crossed that we're good. Okay. One and two. Now this card I think is super adorable. If you lost track of how I attached it, please don't hesitate to reach out. I can try to clarify for you, or you can also just go back and double check that. When you're decorating the card, you have a choice. You can either leave it plain and beautiful like this, or you can grab that coordinating stamp set and dies and add in a couple birds. Up till now, we haven't really had to have the dies. You could have subbed in for some other sentiment if you didn't have the stamp. But at this point now, you'd need the bundle to be able to do these next steps. And I don't think you'll be disappointed. So I stamped my little birdies in Misty Moonlight, just on basic white cardstock. And I'm putting one little bird up here and one little seagull down at the bottom. Couple dimensionals are all it takes to get that attached. And then last but not least, we have some really great anchor trinkets that you can also use to decorate this card with. So they're very nice and sturdy. You can just pull one out. You could add some twine onto them if you really wanted to, but I find it more than easy to just add a little bit of glue on the back. Gentle amount, just in the anchor. You don't need to do the surrounding area. And Tombow, of course, dries clear, so don't worry if it smudges a teeny tiny little bit. But there you go. Perfect. Okay, I did promise you a little sneak peek of what we did at the class, so I will give you that, but please make sure to click that like button because this is a very fun card this week. Let's go. We did a little pop-up panel card, like so. We did another pop-up panel card, like so. We did a triple easel card. This one was just for them. Maybe I'll do something similar for you guys at some point. But if you're here in Canada at all, I do mail out kits for all of these retreats too. So feel free to reach out. I can send you a little email with my schedule and you can get to-go kits with video kind of like this. And then this is one that I did at June Card Club just because we needed a Father's Day card. So I used the word dad, happy Father's Day, or people had the option of relax, today is your day. So very fun, sweet, lots and lots of potential to that one. I hope you guys enjoy this project and I hope you're having a wonderful summer. Talk to you soon. Bye.